guys, Charles here from the Thought Knot Seers podcast, here with a holiday cube draft video from Magic Online. And let's see, our first pack unfortunately does not contain any power. That'll be the first thing that we're looking for, and it's not very exciting, unfortunately. The best cards, I guess, are Recurring Nightmare, Hallowed Fountain, and Sword of Fire and Ice. I guess Gifts and Given is up there as well. Each of these kind of has their drawbacks. I guess I'm just going to start with the fixing, since if I get blue fetch land or white fetch land, it can be some pretty good fixing there. Otherwise, I'm very unhappy with that pack. There wasn't a signet, or like if there isn't an obviously broken piece of acceleration, I like to look for like signets and such. And here, yeah, this isn't great either. There's Green Sun Zenith, which is not bad in a green deck, like with lots of creatures. Like you can accelerate out, like find a good mana elf early and have good targets late, but it does kind of lock you into that kind of deck. Him is powerful. Exhume is interesting. I'm just going to take Snapcaster Mage here. Most blue decks are going to be playing Snapcaster, so I'm not too unhappy taking it here. And again, I mean, this is around the point where, you know, the Moxen and, well, obviously the Moxen will be gone, but like signets and good artifact ramp like Worn Power Stone will be gone. So I guess maybe a young Pyromancer here. I guess Pithing Needle is okay at stopping Planeswalkers and stuff. Critter is definitely interesting, but I guess I could also take Sacred Foundry. But given that we already have a Snapcaster Mage, that kind of pushes us into a spell-based build so far. I think we can probably wheel. There's a ton of powerful cards here to ramp into or reanimate. Like, yeah, Emrakul's definitely good to, if you can build around her. Linvala, I mean, I guess she's more of a sideboard card. Yeah, this pack is also pretty weak. It's like we're drafting Legacy Cube and not Vintage Cube. So I guess it's between Bob and Noble Hierarch. I'm just gonna take Bob here. I'm a fan of the old Bob. Maybe a G-Tag? I mean, it's very good against creature decks. This pack is not very exciting. I guess the next best card would be like an Arbor Elf or maybe a Temple of Mystery. Actually, no, you know what? I'm going to speculate on this Deceiver Exarch. It's possible that that we get like a Splinter Twin or something, or a Kiki Jiki, and we aren't the right colors for it. I'm gonna take this Thirst for Knowledge now. It's good with Snap. It's good with Young Pyromancer, and given that this is Vintage Cube, we're sure to pick up at least a few good mana rocks along the way. And Shardless Agent, I'm pretty sure it's just Shardless Agent here. Tarmogoyf, not really that great in Cube. It's hard to get all those card types in your graveyard. And I realized that we were kind of all over the place with our early picks, but you know, that's normal. And I don't mind picking up a Gruul Signet here. It's not really one of the best signets, but you know, if we end up Rug, then it'll be fine. Otherwise, I guess Zealous Conscripts would be okay. You can take control of Planeswalkers and such, and that can be powerful in and of itself. But I'm just going to take the acceleration here. So Sword of Fire and Ice wield, as did Gifts Ungiven. Given that we don't have any particular combos with gifts, I'm not really on it right now. We can get more expensive finishers later, so we don't need to take Chandra right this minute. Maybe I'll just take Brimstone Volley here, you know? Maybe try to be an aggressive blue-red type deck. And having this Thunder Maw kind of helps with that strategy as well. Yeah, I don't know. These packs have not been very good. I'm not really able to kind of get a feel for where these packs are trying to lead us. I guess you can discard Shardless Agent's Thirst for Knowledge, but why would you? It's just value. So let me just put the more kind of cards locking us into a strategy over on the side. I'll speculate on this Shrine of Burning Rage. No. Maybe if we just have to, maybe we're just supposed to burn our opponents out this round. I have done a few cube drafts, and that's a late Monastery of Sphere, and I always seem to lose to mono red kind of late. I guess the best card here is Gilded Lotus, although that doesn't really synergize with the rest of our picks. There is Misty Rainforest, which can help support a green splash. If we pick up Steam Vents, it can become kind of a tri-land. Otherwise, I'm looking at Pestermite. We already do have a Deceiver Exarch. And given that no one seems to be drafting mono red, if it's really meant to be, we'll get this Goblin Guide on the wheel for sure. I guess I'm taking Pestermite here. I'm not very happy about it. Yeah, same thing with the Zergo. We'll get that if it's meant to be. And yeah, I guess we'll just take Steam Vents here. Actually, I'm actually not happy about getting a Steam Vents here. Okay. So Looteril Core kind of fits in with a Tempo-y plan with Snapcaster Mage, Young Pyromancer, and Burn spells. Can help us dig through our deck. And I'm actually pretty happy with that here. Force of Will it's kind of worse. It's a lot worse in Cube and puts a lot more deck building restrictions here. Probably not playing Bob. Sorry, Bob. Okay. Okay, this one's actually a little bit tough. Puritan is very good. Simic Signet is also good, as is Flooded Strand. If that borrows Charm Wheels and we end up in kind of like a Jeskai kind of aggro deck, that might be good. But I think for now we just want the more powerful acceleration. Or do we? I also do like good fixing. I'm just going to pick up a Flooded Strand here. Hopefully we can pick up maybe a Breeding Pool or something. Like this gets 2 lands here. Maybe Scepter? Could be powerful in a deck like this, except we have no instance. Goblin Welder is powerful, but not in this deck. guess Mental Misstep for the sideboard. Or actually, if we're able to play Jeskai, the Mana Tithe is actually not bad in that kind of deck. I'm actually kind of on Force Spike. Yeah, you know what? Let's take Mana Tithe right now. So it's either, I think here it's either Gitaxian Probe or Lightning Bolt, and Gitaxian Probe is the more flexible card, but given the way that our draft seems to be going, with people issuing red cards, I think that we just want to be that we want to gravitate towards what's open. I guess we can include Shrine of Burning Rage in this pile of red cards. So where are we? We're over here. Searing Spear, Ancient Grudge. I do like Ancient Grudge a lot in this cube. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're not going to see this pack again. And I think Ancient Grudge is just powerful enough that I don't mind taking it here. Yeah, and see, Goblin Guide Wield, so Mono Red is definitely open. Or I don't even know about Mono Red, like, just, we could be like, very heavy, red, splashing blue and white, like a Jeskai aggro deck, which I would not mind. That means we probably have to cut Thirst for Knowledge, Shardless Agent, and these pieces, and the Splinter Twin pieces. So I guess it's either Abbot or Izzet Charm, and I guess Abbot is just a more aggressive creature is fine. And I appreciate Mental Misstep very much for the sideboard. Let's just hit out this Mishra's Workshop, since it's better against us than Acidic Slime. Okay, so let's see. There's Smash to Smithereens, but I think I'm actually just gonna take Ponder. Hopefully we can pick up a couple more fetch lands. Yeah, we already have one piece of good Artifact Hate, and I'd really like a couple more fetches if we can, and a green source that we can splash the Ancient Grudge off of. Like, I think we already passed the Stomping Ground, so maybe a Taiga. Taiga would be good. Some good cards here, good cards. Incinerate, Goblin, and Grim Lavamancer. I think the Incinerate will probably wheel. There's also Jace Vryn's Prodigy, which is a good card, I think we should just be consistent here. Okay, I guess we're just taking more burn spells. I really dislike having a tap land here, but in a deck like this, but we do need the fixing. I guess we could take Rishadan Port as some mana denial. Is that crazy? Is it possible that Temple of Triumph will wheel? Also, Gush is not bad. We may not have enough islands to support it. Actually, no, let's take Rishadan Port. Ooh, Geddon. Geddon is pretty sick. Though I think we need to just take Taiga to support that. Do we even need Taiga here? I mean, like, Are we even going to play that Ancient Grudge, though? You know, maybe we're just better off taking this Chain Lightning. Yeah, I think we just need to make the disciplined pick here. Yeah, so this is kind of like a blue-red Delver deck from Legacy. Like Wasteland would be nice. I mean, keep passing these cards to us, so we will take them. Guess we'll just cut the Boros Charm here. So this is going to be majority red, splashing like Snapcaster Mage. Tinker's still in the pack? Wow. I guess we'll just take that. I don't think this deck needs Cruel Signet. See, how's the deck look so far? We have 19 cards here. Can probably expect a few burn spells to wheel. Electrolyze is not awful. Actually, no. What am I saying? Fire Blast. Fire Blast is great. And I guess we just main deck Smash to Smithereens. Enough decks run artifacts acceleration that Smash is going to be good. And yeah, whatever. Kargan Dragon Lord, get in there. Oh look, a Temple of Triumph. Yeah, don't think we're gonna be able to support Gush. Do we want a Temple of Triumph? Yeah, we're never getting Ferocious on this guy. I guess we'll just take the Temple and... Ooh, Taiga. Sure. Get out of here, Timely. So let's see, we would have 1, 2, 3 white sources? Yeah, I don't think that's enough. I feel like we just want to be kind of disciplined with the main deck here. Only play stuff that's going to support our game plan of just beating down, even if we have to play like Kargan Dragonlord is the one that least contributes to that plan. So probably something like this, and then like 3 islands, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like, or 6 islands, and it's 9, so 8 mountains. That gives us 10 red sources, which I think is enough for this. And I don't really want to go down to 16 lands because we have this Thundermile Kite, which I think is playable here. Yeah, 12 and 2 definitely not enough. I think we want something like this where we have 6 blue sources, which is enough to support early Ponder, early Luteral Core, and yeah, so not really the sort of deck that I like to draft all that much. Like, this one has no Delver of Secrets, for example, but I don't know. All I know is that our games are probably going to be over quickly, so we'll see you guys in round 1.